Hello, welcome to TTV News. Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of October 30, the Provincial People's Committee coordinated with the National Academy of Public Administration to organize the opening ceremonies of the training class for leaders and managers at the department and equivalent level in 2023. Attending the opening ceremony, there was standing vice chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Võ Đức Trong, Dr. Tống Đăng Hưng, Deputy Head of the Training Management Department, National Academy of Public Administration, and 50 trainees who are officials, civil servants, leaders, and managers working at agencies and units in the province.
Speaking at the opening ceremony, Mr. Võ Đức Trong emphasized that it aims to improve the capacity and skill of leadership, management, administration, and public service performance of officials and civil servants, leadership officials, thereby equipping a number of necessary skills to help the leadership team effectively apply methods in the process of performing tasks, effectively applying them in handling administrative work of local agencies and units in the coming time. The course takes place from October 30 to November 17, 2023. Students will be guided and research a number of topics such as overview of leadership and department-level management, skills in organizing inspections of local sectors and fields, decentralization and separation of powers in state administration, financial and public access management skills, human resource management skills, building and developing public service culture, skills in propagating and organizing the implementation of state administrative decisions. On October 30 in Châu Thành District, the Military Command of Tây Ninh Province held the opening ceremony of the contact, well and safely managing, exploiting and equipping engineering in the Provincial Armed Forces in 2023. Representatives of the Department of Ordnance, Military Command of Region 7 attended. Deployed to the commune level, the contest focuses on the following contents: management and exploitation of technical equipment. At district level military agencies, Regiment 174, Infantry Battalion 14, and companies stationed in border areas, profession of weapons assistant, weapon officer, weapons and ammunition warehouse, car garage, management, exploitation and reservation of technical equipment and support tools at commune-level military agencies. According to the plan, the competition will end on November 3, 2023 at the Weapons and Ammunition Warehouse competition site of the 14th Infantry Battalion and the 154th Infantry Regiment. On October 30, the Department of Information and Communications organized a workshop to raise awareness of information security for leaders at all levels and officers in charge of information technology at provincial departments, branches, and people's committees of district, town, city, as well as of commune, wards, and towns in the province. At the seminar, more than 200 officials were trained by experts on 4 topics: information security, risk for security camera systems, ensuring information security in national digital transformation, and local recommendations, improving the ability to comprehensively detect and respond to information security threats during the digital transformation process, skill monitoring of critical infrastructure information to meet the requirements of the 4.0 Industrial Revolution and the digital transformation of Tây Ninh Province. In the morning of October 30, 2023, Mr. Nguyễn Hòa Bình, Vice Chairman of the District Youth Committee, attended the conference to announce the decision on staff work for the District Justice Department. The District Department of Internal Affairs has announced decision number 3578 of the People's Committee of Tân Châu District on the appointment of civil servants to hold leadership and management positions for Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thùy Dương, Deputy Head of the District Justice Department, holding the position of Head of the District Justice Department. The appointment period is 5 years from November 1st, 2023. Giving a congratulatory speech and assigning tasks to Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thùy Dương, Mr. Nguyễn Hòa Bình hoped that no matter what position Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thùy Dương is in, she must try her best to well complete the tasks assigned by the party and state.
According to Resolution number 47 in 2022 of the Provincial People's Council on policies to attract, support, training, and foster high-quality human resources, support civil servants, public employees, and employees of health sector in the province, recently at the regular meeting in October of the Provincial People Committee, the Department of Health submitted for approval a list of beneficiaries of monthly financial support according to this resolution.
According to statistics of the health sector, from the effective date of Resolution number 47, December 19, 2022 to August 31, 2023, the entire sector has 2,556 people belonging to the beneficiaries. There are 535 cases of doctors serving and working at public service units at the provincial and district levels and at Camille, rural and town health stations. There are 17 cases of civil servants working at the Department of Health and sub-departments under the Department of Health with professional qualifications and doctors and pharmacists. There are 2,004 cases of officials and people sign labor contracts for positions as medical officers according to the provisions of law. Monthly support costs range from 3 to 4 million Vietnam dong per person. Payment method is based on each person's actual working time. Leaders of the Department of Health also informed that from September 1, 2023 onwards, the Department of Health will continue to synthesize proposals from units and submit them to the Provincial People's Committee for decision and being approved later. Based on the consensus of the meeting, the chairman of the Provincial People's Committee re-emphasized the humanistic meaning of the policy that needs to be quickly implemented immediately, unify the source of payments for this regime, initially use the provincial budget to spend according to the list compiled by the health sector. Nguyễn Văn Rộp Street in Workflow TayNinhTV will be upgraded and expanded. In mid-2024, the project to upgrade and expand Nguyễn Văn Rộp Street is invested by the Construction Investment Project Management Board of TayNinhTV. Total route length is more than 2 kilometers. The width of the roadbed is 21 meters. The road surface is 10 meters wide. The first point intersects Lạc Long Quân Street. The end point of the route intersects with Cách mạng tháng 8 Street. Highway A1 pavement structure with hard asphalt concrete. Total investment is over 208 billion Vietnam dong from the city budget and the provincial budget support, of which site clearance compensation costs are nearly 152 billion Vietnam dong. Currently, the Construction Investment Project Management Board of TayNinhTV is conducting a count of site clearance compensation. The upgrading and expansion of Nguyễn Văn Rộp Street contributes to increasing the criteria for density of roads and sewers in the urban area, gradually upgrading TayNinhTV into a Class 2 urban area, contributing to perfecting the transportation system in the entire Tây Ninh province. According to the opinion of the Cambodian delegation, currently the Pavet border gate area on the Cambodian side has built many surface works. There is no area left to build and expand the border gate to serve custom clearance, while the phenomenon of congestion often occurs. Therefore, the Cambodian side proposed that it is necessary to urgently study the investment of the route to the Khmer checkpoint area, as in the Memorandum of Understanding signed by the two countries in April 2017. Expressing his opinion at the meeting, Mr. Dung Văn Thắng, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, emphasized that it should not stop at the immediate connection point, but need to continue to study the next connection points. On the side of Ho Chi Minh City, Mr. Bùi Xuân Cường, Vice Chairman of Ho Chi Minh City People's Committee, assessed that the highway is not only connecting traffic, but also a problem from the perspective of development is the traffic economy. Ho Chi Minh City will review, arrange, replan the land fund, along the industrial urban logistic development route. Deputy Minister of Transport of Vietnam, Mr. Lê Anh Tuấn noted, and will report to the government, directing the People's Committee of Tây Ninh Province to study and supplement the planning of border crossing or post and custom clearance in Khmer checkpoint area, border landmark number 164. He also asked the People's Committee of Tây Ninh Province to coordinate with the province bordering Cambodia to urgently make a plan and develop an investment plan to build necessary logistics area for the clearance of people and goods. In the morning of October 27 in Tiền Giang Province, the Vietnam Journalists Association held a press conference with the work of protecting the party's ideological foundation in the period of digital transformation. Attending the conference, there were leaders of the Vietnam Journalists Association and 19 journalist associations of southern provinces and cities. Mr. Trần Trọng Dũng, Vice Chairman of the Vietnam Journalists Association, chaired the conference. Over the years, implementing the fierce direction of the party, the press has created a lively, persuasive, and motivating atmosphere for the whole society in participating in important political tasks of the country, including protecting the party's ideological foundation, fighting against wrong and hostile views. Particularly the local press with different characteristics in geography, population, and culture in the region has its own methods and ways of fighting and preventing objects of resistance and hostility, especially on issues of ethnicity, religion, democracy, and human rights.
After a prolonged heavy rains, the area of alleys number 67 and 61 on Cách Mạng Tháng 8 Street in Quarter 2, Ward 3, Tây Ninh City are heavily flooded, causing a significant impact on the daily life of people in the area. In particular, the roads and sewer system have been built here, but the water still cannot be drained and flow back into the manhole, causing flooding.
According to our records, even though it has been a day after the heavy rain, people here still have to live in flooding. Furniture and trees were flooded and damaged. At Mr. Nguyễn Hoàng Dũng house, at number 9 alley 67, water flooded from front to back of the house, causing damage to objects in the house and causing many difficulties in daily life. It has been flooded for 4 to 5 days now. Every time it rains heavily, the water flows to display its raised bed, and only a few days, the furniture is damaged. The refrigerator is short-circuited. As watching in yesterday, there is no place to sleep or eat. I couldn't even go to the bedroom. If the water is not rain, I have to go somewhere else. As for Mr. Cao Tiến Đạt household, located in number 13 alley 67, the flooding makes it difficult to travel, take care of his children, and clean the environment here. The current situation in alley 67 is that the water is up to the knees. The water cannot run, causing difficulty for hygiene and traveling. Although located in the central area of Tây Ninh City for many years, people in the area have had to live with water. Life was greatly affected. Many families had to leave their homes to elsewhere because they could not stand the flooding. In particular, this area has had zero construction, but is still heavily flooded. Water from manholes sprayed up but cannot drain. We hope to find a reasonable solution to deal with this flooding so that people can travel conveniently and the work can be stable. I hope that the sewer system is upgraded so that the water can be drained whenever it rains, facilitate people's daily life. We hope that the authorities will take measures to completely handle this flooding situation, bringing back normal life so that people can live and work with peace of mind.
The Orient News impulses for Vietnam's tourism industry, mobilizing the participations of the community and businesses in tourism activities is extremely important. However, the question is how to attract real connection and effectively shape between relevant parties to promote the sustainable development of tourism.
It cannot be denied that attracting many socialized resources to exploit Vietnam's tourism in recent times has wrought many positive effects. However, two famous tourist destinations in the north, Tam Cốc, Bích Động, Ninh Bình, stopped operating for just some moments, and both on the Nho Quế River, Hà Giang, are a story worth pondering. Although up to now, these two tourist attractions have both reopened, attracting nearly 8,000 visitors every day. Visiting to Sang Eo Ly, Hà Giang, they had to stop because of Nho Quế One Company, the unit that arranged for ships and boats to pass through the area of hydroelectric plants, and Corporation to Sang Agriculture and Tourism Services Camille, the service operator, has not yet agreed on a new cooperation plan. After 5 days of downtime, thanks to the intervention of the People's Committee of Mewak District, Hà Giang, on September 21st, the service was completely restored. However, according to travel agencies, in just 5 days of sudden shutdown, more than 1,000 tourists had their boat tours cancelled on this romantic river. Hà Giang is a place where customers are very interested in. Along the Nho Quế River is always chosen by customers. The suspension of exploitation of Nho Quế River points is also affecting the Hà Giang tour. The story of conflict of interest in tourism exploitation also recently happened at Tam Cốc, Bích Động tourist area Ninh Bình province. This tourist area also naturally closed and did not serve tourists during the summer months because the operators and farmers around the heritage area did not have a common voice. Let's campaign so that people understand that we sign contracts according to labor contracts, as well as ensure civilized culture in tourism moving forward, building this place to become a famous tourist destination of the whole country. Therefore, it is necessary to write, have a common voice, and guide us to build together to become a cultural, civilized, and sustainable tourist destination. It is worth mentioning that when a tourist destination stops operating, tourists are the ones most affected and sometimes have a bad impression of the destination when they have repair schedules and plans that have to be changed or not satisfied at sightseeing it. For example, visitors to Hanoi are required to go to Hoàng Kim Lake, but if they cannot go, it will be very difficult. Unfortunately, in such cases, customers are a bit disappointed, and the business will have to explain in detail for customers to sympathize. On September 2nd, Tam Cốc tourist area officially reopened when the agreement between Trang An Investment Trade and Services Company Limited and hundreds of boatmen was resolved. However, after more than 2 weeks of reopening, the management board of Tam Cốc Bích Động tourist area belonging to Trang An Investment Trade and Service Company Limited, Ninh Bình, sent a notice to increase tour tickets prices nearly double from November 1st. Teacher Đào Thái Sơn was born in Ho Chi Minh City in 1976. His family moved to Tân Châu District, Tây Ninh Province. In 1998, he started working in the educational sector and is now vice rector of Suối Dê Secondary School, Tân Châu District. Under the job of educational management, is quite busy with a passion for reading and literary research since childhood. Over the years, he has quietly collected and studied history, folklore, especially the history and culture of the Khmer ethnic group in Tây Ninh, with the desire to preserve traditional folklore values for future generations. The passion for folklore has permitted the flesh and blood, becoming an integral part of this teacher's life. Currently, he is a regular collaborator on folklore for newspapers and magazines such as TayNinhTVToday, TayNinhLiterature Magazine, Enlightenment Newspaper, TayNinhLiterature. In addition to his extensive knowledge, he also participated in writing essays on Khmer culture research on Khmer cultural research for the University of Social Science and Humanities, National University of Ho Chi Minh City. In August 2023, with the partial support of the Literature Arts Association of Tây Ninh Province, he released the book Tây Ninh Khmer Culture. The book received a warm reception from readers inside and outside the province. Many years of living, working, and researching in the cultural space of the Khmer people, Mr. Dao Taiseng has had the thorough and deep view of the cultural forms of the Khmer people in the province through his articles in this book. He wrote readers valuable resources, thereby gaining a fairly comprehensive view of Khmer culture and people in TayNinh.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.